I feel totally comfortable saying that Animal Crossing is not my favorite Nintendo franchise. In fact, it's one that I'm not really that obsessed with or hyper into at all. But I will say that today's Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct definitely pulled me in more so than any of their previous presentations. I thought they showed off a lot of really neat stuff that appealed to my sensibilities as a gamer. So today I'm bringing you 5 features I love and cannot wait to experience in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and one that I hate, and I think you guys probably hate as well. Let me know in the comments down below what about Animal Crossing New Horizons you are most excited for. Hit that like button if you enjoyed and are ready for the game in a month. We'll kick it off with something that appealed to me because I love mystery, I love intrigue, I love surprises. My first favorite new feature for AC New Horizons is the Mystery Islands. You talk to the dodos, you hop aboard their airline, and they take you to a random small island. I think that's so cool, and I hope there are some that have really big secrets. They indicated that they'd have small things like, some flowers, some creatures, things you can bring back to the island, maybe a few characters, but I hope that they eventually have more. I just think the idea of throwing a plane ticket to the dodo, hopping aboard his aircraft, and closing your eyes and saying, I'm napping, when I wake up, show me something, that's really sweet. And it expands the world and expands the options, and eventually maybe expands the intrigue of the game. Plus, I love that you can go to these islands, meet a character like that darn cute elephant, and say, hey, hop aboard this tiny plane and we are taking ourselves and our talents back to my islands. That's my second favorite new feature, is all of the different characters you can meet and make friends with and move them to your space. I love some of the new characters. I love the dodos. I love the weird dinosaur bug species that's in charge of the bug off. I really like what they got rolling with all of the cute new characters, the cute new looks, and I love that you can bring them aboard your island. You'll find somebody and be like, hey, come chill with me, or you'll find a castaway. They just wash up on shore and they're like completely out of it, have no idea what's going on. You will be their savior. You will welcome them into the fold, bring them aboard, maybe set them up a tent in a specific spot, maybe right next to you if they are that cute elephant that you really have been waiting for. Or maybe if they're the weird bug creature, you'll put them on the other side of the island. But there's so many different opportunities for characters to come and say hi. I like the scene at the end of the direct where you're like camping out and the guy's like, you want me to come to your island? It's just adorable and awesome, and I'm excited to build out my plethora, my stable of animals, my very own Zach's Ark of creatures and characters that I like best on my island. My third favorite new feature has got to be terraforming. I love the little Minecraft nature they've implemented here in New Horizons, where you will be chopping away, taking cliffs out, putting cliffs in, taking water out, putting water in, building rivers, building cliffs, building paths, building slopes, building bridges. There's a lot of building of the actual island, not just, hey, I built a wardrobe and I've got a bigger house. I like this idea that you can actually mess with the environment itself, mess with the world, mess with the island that, to me, in my head, I kind of think of like a planet, the way it's sort of laid out, like your own planet. I know it's an island, deserted planet. Maybe one day Animal Crossing will go to space. Today's not that day, but we can dream. I like dreaming about messing up my whole island, or filling in all the rivers, or making... Can you isolate, like if you don't like that bug dino species, can you just like isolate him and surround his tent with a ton of water and be like, I don't know, build your own bridge. Figure it out yourself. It'll be cool to mess around and see how far we can push the terraforming system and what that yields in terms of interaction with the different characters and the island itself. Plus, I like the system where your friends cannot mess with your island, but your best friends can tear that stuff up. It makes a lot of sense. It's kind of cool. I don't really have a ton of best friends, but maybe I will find someone, maybe even you, can help me terraform my island and build my planetoid deserted island masterpiece. My fourth favorite thing about this game, my favorite new feature, is the upgraded and updated graphical style. I think it is downright adorable. Nintendo does this thing where it may not be the most technically impressive graphics, but similar to Zelda Link's Awakening, they find a simplistic style, they polish it to all heck, and they make you go, wow, this looks so pretty. I think the crisp and clarity of the villager and of the other characters and of the island itself looks wonderful. I cannot wait to witness that on my Switch small screen and on my TV big screen. And I think taking Animal Crossing, which most recently was on a handheld platform like 3DS, and bringing it to Switch and making it look so darn nice for console is awesome. I would say that Pokemon, most recently with Sword and Shield, took their 3DS franchise and improved it, but people were still looking at it like, is that as good as it's going to get? Is that as pretty as it can be? But Animal Crossing, I feel they have really, between the color palette, the clarity, the simplicity, just the whole aesthetic is so nice. It's just a joy to witness. And that's what Animal Crossing is all about, right? That's what I am looking forward to about the game. It's just chill, it's nice, it's positive, it's happy, it's hilarious. It's released on the same day as Doom Eternal. Two very opposite games that induce stress and induce peace, although there's some stress, I guess, about who's coming to your island and terraforming and all that, but it's a different kind, you know? It's a relaxing, fun kind with great colors and great graphics. Might not be the most photorealistic, but Nintendo has been nailing it with their first-party tentpole titles in the visual department, at least in my book. My fifth and final favorite new feature about this Animal Crossing is the Nook Miles. I think that's so fun. One, who doesn't like collecting airline miles? I get my Delta miles over here, a little bit of Spirit miles over there. Usually can't spend them because the mileage space flights are way expensive, but hey, it feels good to have. You get some from your credit card or wherever else you collect them. Here in Animal Crossing, you collect them based on accomplishing more concrete challenges, which appeals straight to me. The linear single-player gamer in me loves that. It's going to give me some specific things and goals to go for. And as someone who doesn't obsessively play hundreds of hours of New Leaf or past Animal Crossings, it's going to help guide my experience, which I love and appreciate. So I'll be able to jump in, wander around, feel kind of lost and confused of what to do next, and have the opportunity to complete some challenges for Nook Miles. And then you can use those Nook Miles and spend them on such things as your looming, gigantic, massive mountain of debt for your getaway package that you paid, not sure why, if you didn't have the cash, but sort of seems like they swindled you into this scheme. Anyhow, eventually you'll be able to use the Nook Miles for in-game rewards and can buy merchandise. You can buy tickets to go to those mystery islands I'm so pumped for. So the fact that I can complete some quests and then travel the mystery islands to find new things, bring it back, complete. It seems like that's the loop I've been looking for, and that was the one thing I was like, boom, pinpoint those Nook Miles. I'm gonna be getting so many Nook Miles. That's what I'm gonna make my goal when I play New Horizons. Now, unfortunately, after a list of 5 awesome things, there is one sucky thing. One super sucky thing, and it's the whole way they're handling saves and singular islands per console, and then lost data, transferring data. Now, I will give them credit. At least they addressed it. They're not trying to hide. They're not trying to avoid. They have said that they will have a system in place post-launch to help you recover your data, but once. If you lose or break or something happens to your system, one time they'll help you recover it. And then they also said that they're working on a system to help you transfer data if, say, you start off on a Switch and then eventually get a Switch Lite. You want to move systems, something happens to your system, you gift it to a little brother. Why is it not easier? Animal Crossing all along has been stingy with saves because they don't want you to mess with their very holy progression, and they don't want you to mess with all the things that are going on in your island and try to rig the system. I understand that. But in today's day and age where even Pokemon was expanding to allow every person on your console to have their own save game, I don't understand why everyone on the system must share the same island, and then if that data somehow is lost, they're only going to return it for you once. It must be some sort of complicated procedure. I don't understand, though, why they couldn't have made this work in a simpler, more gamer consumer-friendly way. One, I would have loved to see them be able to either A, find a way to make cloud saves work, B, say, we don't have cloud saves, but we'll recover your data anytime you want. Like, what? Why would you say once? That just seems so darn fickle, and I wish that they would. I like their transparency, but I wish they would come out and just say, like, well, if your system breaks or you lose your data, we'll help you out. Is that so hard? Is that too much to ask? I'd love some kindness if my Animal Crossing island that I'm spending so much time on, getting all those Nook Miles, going to all the mysterious islands, meeting all the friends, if it gets completely washed to sea, I would really love them to help me get it back as many times as I need to, plus their system shouldn't be breaking that many times. I don't know. I think that's a little weird. And then on the system level, I super wish that you could have different islands. So if me and my girlfriend both want to play Animal Crossing, we could buy one copy. Maybe we only have one Switch, and maybe we want to both play. It seems very silly that basically you're buying like a license to an island. Like that cartridge, much smaller. That cartridge is giving you an island. One singular island. And that seems a little lame. I wish that it was a little bit better about that. I understand that, they can't sell one game and have 1 million people play it, but this is the same Nintendo that allows family sharing and allows you to move your downloadable digital games between consoles and have multiple people accessing them, and also save games for multiple players, multiple users has been a thing on every other platform for a really long time, and it just seems kind of crummy. So I really don't like that. I really don't like that, there's this nebulous transfer out in the future. Hopefully it works great, but I wish it was just established. They've had years to get this right on Switch of transferring. It seems to be a conundrum over and over again, and I wish they'd just nail it and deliver nice, easy save data, nice, easy recovery, and not be stingy, nice, easy transfer, and also if you have a different profile, it's okay, just let two people play it. The game's going to sell like 10 million copies anyways. It's not that big of a deal. Chill out, don't worry, and let whoever wants to play on the system make their own island and have fun, and maybe then they'll go get their own Switch and their own copy of the game because they want to play simultaneously and don't want to wait for their turn. It just seems blah. But the rest of the game seems very, very cool, very, very good. Those are my 5 favorite features: the Mystery Islands, all the new characters and how you can get them to come to your spot. You got those delicious Nook Miles, you got the gorgeous, beautiful graphics, and then you got that terraforming, which I think is just a nice addition and further expands your ownership, creativity, and full control over your island, which I really, really like. So let me know your favorite feature about Animal Crossing, and maybe your least favorite as well, in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you want to be ready for when this game drops, when Nintendo drops new information, or maybe when they announce a game that'll come out after Animal Crossing. They really need to do that at some point. But until then, have a fantastic day, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Be good to yourself and others out there. SwitchForce out.